how to find a niche for your digital marketing agency or your freelance marketing business. If you're a freelancer or a digital marketing agency owner, then this is the go-to video for you to understand anything and everything about selecting niche. I know this is one of the most common questions digital marketers have when it comes to choosing a niche. What niche to choose, how to choose, which is the most profitable niche. All these questions ponder their mind and make them very, very uncomfortable. So I decided to make this one video which is going to answer all your questions regarding selecting a niche. So if you are new here and you are a digital marketing agency owner or an aspiring freelance marketer, then don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel. It definitely helps me reach out to more and more people and keeps me motivated to do more videos like this. Now, without further ado, let's start the show. Welcome to Alpha Marketer. I'm Anthony and I'm your host for today's episode of Becoming Alpha Marketer. We are entering episode number 25 and this is your go-to show to become a better marketer, save time and earn more money. Now, when it comes to selecting a niche, here are the common questions people have. Okay, first thing is very basic level, what is a niche? Some people also call it as niche and niche. So whichever makes sense to you, that's what it is. I call it as a niche. Okay, so what is a niche? I'm going to break down the whole science behind this niche. Why having a niche is very important than not having it. Everything I'm going to cover in detail, so stick till the end. Second common question people have is how to select the niche. They get all kinds of confusion when it comes to selecting a niche. So I have devised a framework called the LDDM framework, which makes it easy for you to make that very important decision of your business life or your career. Okay, so then comes this question, I am interested in 2 or 3 things. Can I do multiple niches? Can I be in multiple niches? I'm confused which one to select. I'm going to answer this question as well. And finally, the most common question, which is the most profitable niche? So if you know the profitable niche, then you can choose that and then make a lot of money, right? So I'm going to lift the curtain on all these questions and try my best to answer each and every question with as much detail and clarity as possible so that it becomes easy for you to dominate a niche. Okay, to start with, what is a niche? Okay, so there's a concept called red ocean and blue ocean. Okay, so what is this red ocean, blue ocean strategy? So assume there is a blue ocean, okay, and there are fishes in that ocean, right? So fishes represent people who buy a product, which means market. Okay, so the market is basically, market consists of people who have various needs, and to satisfy their needs, they buy products. Okay, now let's assume these are people or these are companies who require digital marketing services. There are different types of companies who are in physical products, digital products, companies who are in the health, wealth, relationship, yoga, fitness. There's so many industries. Across the industries, companies are here. So these fishes represent the companies, and you are a digital marketer who is willing to offer services to these companies and help them with their digital marketing efforts. Okay, now digital marketing, when it was new and there were very less digital marketers, assume this is a digital marketer, Shark. Okay, a digital marketer or a digital marketing agency, whichever role you are in, you can assume that. Okay, so then when you are in less supply, when there are less digital marketers in the market, then that digital marketer or that digital marketing agency has a huge demand because there are so many fishes, aka clients who want digital marketers. Okay, now with time, with popularity, this whole digital marketing thing has become very common, and there are millions of people who now call themselves digital marketers. Now, what happens when there is so much supply? Demand will reduce. Okay, so this is the basic of economics: supply and demand. Okay, so now there are more and more awareness and there are more digital marketers. So there are more sharks in the ocean. If there are more sharks in the ocean, the sharks are going to eat more and more fishes. and there's going to be competition. That's what you call cutthroat competition. Okay, so having the title digital marketer is no more a unique selling proposition, because there's so many people who are digital marketers out there, right? And I mean, as an agency also, calling yourself a digital marketing agency is not going to give you an edge, because there are millions of digital marketing agencies. Now, what happens when all the agencies are fighting among themselves to get those clients? What happens? It becomes red. Okay, it becomes a bloody battle. The sharks are fighting for food, eating more and more fishes and fighting for it, and the entire ocean turns red with blood. It's an analogy for you to understand. I mean, I'm not talking any violence here, but just to make you understand the concept. That is the concept of red ocean. Okay, when there's competition, there's cutthroat competition, and people are fighting for clients, and the whole ocean becomes red. Now, from this, how do you survive? Okay, that is when niching down helps. Okay, so to understand niche, okay, first we have to understand about markets. Okay, so there are 3 markets in the world, which are the dominant markets, and these 3 markets are defined by the human behavior. Okay, so first you have to understand markets. Once you understand markets, then you can go into sub markets, and then niche, and then micro niche. There are many steps in this process. Okay, so first let's understand the 3 markets. Okay, first there is health. Okay, now today, day before yesterday, 5 years before, 100 years before, or even 100 years after today, okay, people are going to seek health. Everybody wants to be healthy. Everybody wants to live longer. Everybody wants to stay away from diseases, right? So health is something that's going to be there forever, and there's going to be a huge demand for it. Okay, so that is the health market. Okay, now under health, there are many sub markets. Like under health can be weight loss, weight gain. These are sub markets. Okay, staying fit in terms of having a lean body, and then people who are suffering from diabetes, then that can be diabetic control. That can be a sub market. People who are suffering from blood pressure, for them there can be products and services which help them to control the blood pressure. Likewise, there are so many sub markets under health. Okay, now there are hundreds of sub markets. It will be impossible to cover all those things in this particular video, but this will give you a clarity as to what is health, what are the other 2 markets, and how you should find the niche. Okay, then comes the second market, which is basically wealth. Okay, so today, day before yesterday, 5 years before, 100 years before, or even 100 years from now, we human beings will seek out to make more money, will seek out to earn wealth, right? So it's going to be an evergreen market where people are going to seek wealth. Okay, so again, if you understand, these markets are defined by the human behavior. Okay, so you should not do anything against the human behavior. Okay, so under wealth there are going to be sub markets. Okay, wealth is a market. Sub markets like mutual funds, stock market, cryptocurrency, real estate, all these things help people to make more money. Okay, so there's going to be huge demand in these markets. Okay, and third comes relationship. Okay, so we human beings are social animals. Okay, we thrive on relationships. Okay, so we need to meet people, have a good rapport with them, and enjoy the company. That's how we are, right? So this market has demand today. 5 years before, 100 years before, and even 100 years after today, there is going to be demand for relationship. So the sub markets will be any service or product that is going to make you have a good relationship with others. Okay, for example, having this mindfulness coaching, meditation, services like which give you happiness. Okay, like having a recreational facility, or travel, or sports. Okay, like watching sports. Okay, so those kind of things which will give pleasure to people in terms of building a better relationship. dating advice. Okay, all those things come under relationship. Okay, so there are so many sub markets under relationship. Okay, now when you choose to be a digital marketer, after you acquire digital marketing skills, now it's time for you to choose one of these markets. Okay, you cannot be there in all the markets. That will be too much to ask for. Rather, select one market. Okay, now how do we turn this red ocean into a blue ocean? Okay, so among the three, we are going to select one. Assume, for sake of example, I'm going to select health. Okay, so I'm going to select health, which means I have to say no to wealth and relationship. Okay, so those two parts of the ocean are cut off. Okay, still I am left with the ocean which is still red. Okay, now I'm saying that, you know what, I am going to provide marketing services for health industry, for companies in the health industries, for clients in the health industry. Now how can I further narrow it down? So I'm going to create a micro niche for myself. Okay, so I'm going to further narrow it down and say I'm going to give marketing services for companies which are in the organic health supplement. Okay, who are selling e-commerce products like, a bottled supplements which people can eat and that can improve their health. Okay, and this is also organic, free from chemicals. Now see how narrow it has become, and it has become a very specialized niche. Okay, now when I do that, I am eliminating a lot of competition. Okay, now the health as a market will also have a lot of competition. Now under health, I am carving out a small section of it and saying that I'm going to provide my digital marketing services, my agency services, only for clients who are in the organic health supplement niche and they are selling e-commerce products. Okay, now when I become so much specific, I eliminate a lot of competition and I also become a specialist. Okay, this is how I turn a red ocean into a blue ocean, because there's not much competition for me. Okay, I have eliminated so many people from the competition. Okay, now many people will think that, oh my God, if I become so narrow, won't I lose out on opportunities? Because there are so many people I have to say no to. Okay, yeah, the answer is yes and no. Yes, you will have to say no to a lot of people. At the same time, when you say no to a lot of people, you're not only saying no to those clients, you're also eliminating the competition in those markets. Okay, so other thing is, once you start saying no, okay, your value increases. Okay, when you say that I am a specialist in health products, in health supplements, then there will be other companies in the health supplement niche. They will prefer you because you are a specialist, compared to an agency which has clients in the real estate space. Okay, or there are agencies which have clients in the stock market or mutual fund space. Okay, if that company, for example, there's a company which is in the health niche, health supplements niche, who will they choose? You, because you are a specialist in the health niche, or they are going to choose another agency which has 2-3 clients in the real estate niche. Okay, the obvious answer is that they are going to choose you because you are a specialist. Okay, so when you say no to a lot of people, your demand actually increases and you also become a specialist. Okay, that's the power of niching down. Okay, so it is okay to say no. Okay, have an abundance mentality. Okay, just imagine if you go and say the entire world is a market, then you're going to do nothing. Okay, if you try to do everything, you end up doing nothing. Okay, now just imagine how many companies are there which are providing health supplements in your country. Okay, just take any country per se, a decent demographic size country. There will be thousands and thousands of companies which are manufacturing and trying to sell health supplements. Now when you are in the internet age, you are not bound by a demography, you're not bound by country. You can offer services across the globe. Then now think how many companies are there in the entire world that are offering health supplement products. Now, can you see how big the market is for that particular niche? Okay, so niching down is definitely the way forward. It gives you a lot of advantage over someone who does not have a niche. Okay, now it also solves this idea of specialist versus generalist. You just imagine, okay, there are two doctors here. One is a general doctor who, in case of any health problem, you go and meet them. They are next door. They will do a basic diagnosis and tell that and help you with basic ailments like fever, cold, cough, or any basic health problems. Okay, and then on the other hand, you have a surgeon, a brain surgeon or a neurosurgeon, very specific, very specific part of the body they deal with. Okay, now who do you think will get paid more? Of course, it is the brain surgeon, right? So even doctors have tried to specialize their services. There are doctors who are specialized in heart. There are doctors who specialize in kidney. There are doctors who specialize for the brain. So likewise, they are also specializing, because you as an individual or you as a company, everybody has limited time. Okay, and that time where we focus, okay, defines how good we get. Okay, so when you become a specialist, you have an advantage over becoming a generalist. That is why you need to choose a niche. Okay, so now I hope you understand the niche part of it, the why it is important to select a niche, and what is the red ocean strategy and what is the blue ocean strategy. Now comes the hard part, how to select a niche. Okay, this is where most people get stuck, because they are presented with so many options in front and they don't know what to do. Okay, now there is a step-by-step thing that you can do, and for that I have created a framework which I will reveal shortly. Now, before you choose a niche, first and foremost important thing, the non-negotiable skill is basically the digital marketing skill. You as a marketer or an agency owner or a freelancer, whichever role you are in, first thing is master the digital marketing skill. Master running ads, master the idea of getting traffic to a business, master the idea of spreading awareness, master the idea of converting the traffic into a lead and lead into a customer. This is the marketing skill. Okay, first master the marketing skill, then you think about choosing a niche. Many people, before even learning digital marketing, before even mastering digital marketing, they worry about niche and all the confusion that comes with it and end up doing no action. No action. They are stuck with this they are stuck with this term called analysis paralysis. They keep analyzing, and they are not doing anything. They're not going anywhere. They waste time. So before choosing a niche, I want you to master marketing. Okay, now once you learn marketing skill, that's when you start doing the niche selection process. Now LDDM framework is what I have come up with. So the first step is basically list. L for list. List down all the things that you like, okay, in the order of priority. Which one you like? Do you like sports? Do you like fitness? Do you like meditation? Do you like art? Do you like drawing? Do you like painting? Do you like singing, dancing? No matter what, whatever are the things that you like, make a list of them. Okay, that's the first step. No restrictions. Whatever comes to your mind, take a pen and paper and list it down. Okay. Second, find out if there is demand for the niche that you're considering among the list of things that you have listed. Okay. So basically what I'm trying to do is you have to find an industry where you can offer a digital marketing services. Let's assume you like yoga. You like yoga. Okay. I'm not saying that you should be a yoga teacher or you should be a yoga expert. Okay. Just that you like yoga, and if you have a marketing skill, then you can help yoga teachers, okay, in marketing their services. If you like fitness equipment, and then you can help fitness equipment companies sell their product online using your digital marketing skills. Okay, so I'm just trying to take what is your interest, which all things you enjoy, and then seeing if there's demand for it. Okay, so now in the current times, there is a lot of demand for, mindfulness and meditation, yoga, because people are getting more and more health and consciousness aware. And so then if you like some of these niches, like if you like meditation, if you like yoga, then you can also find that there's a demand for yoga, there's a demand for meditation, there's a demand for consciousness, mindfulness. Okay, then you can offer services, you can consider offering services in those particular niche. The first thing is listing down what you like. Second thing is finding out the demand. Now, how do you find demand? Very simple. Look around yourself, go and do a Google search. You can find the things that are actually trending and things for which there's demand and where people are willing to pay money to get those services. Okay, the worst thing that you can do is selecting a niche where there is no demand. Okay, don't ever do that. No matter how great a marketer you are, if there is no demand for the product, you will not be able to sell the product satisfactorily. Okay, so always it's very important to find the industries and the products that are in demand if you want to be a successful digital marketing freelancer or an agency owner. So once you have made the list and found out the demand for those products, then comes selecting 3 niches. Okay, selecting 3 niches and documenting the marketing efforts of the companies in those niches. Okay, so let's assume I have made a list and I have found that there's demand for these 3 products. I'm just giving an example here. One is yoga. Okay, one is fitness equipments. Okay, now that there's a lockdown and people are at home and they want to do fitness exercises from home, so fitness equipments, there is a demand for it. And let's assume the third product is basically face care, is also something that I am interested in. Okay, so 3 niches I have selected. One is yoga, second is fitness equipments, and third is face care products. Okay, now what I have to do is I have to find the best company in each of these niches and try to document their marketing efforts, try to document their Facebook ads, their Google ads, what kind of advertisements they are creating, what is the offer they are giving, do they send any emails to people, what is the page look like. When you see an ad, you click and you come to the page, what is the content of it. Okay, so all those marketing activities of a business, you have to document it. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to spend time with a particular niche. Okay, so likewise, if I have to choose my niche, so I'm going to document the marketing activities of a yoga training institute. So I'm going to document the marketing activities of a fitness product company, and I'm also going to document the activities of a skincare company. Okay, so when I document all those things, I might find that among the 3, in one particular niche, I am more interested. I like and I enjoy documenting one of this particular products. Okay, so then that gives you more clarity. Okay, and that will help you to choose that one niche. Okay, so once you select that one niche, now start mastering it. Now start documenting more companies in that specific niche, and that's when you get confidence. Okay, so this is the LDDM framework. List down the things that you enjoy doing. Second thing is find if there's demand for it. Third, choose 3 niches. Okay, choose 3 niches and start documenting the marketing efforts of companies in those niches. And then once you start spending time with those niches, you will find that one of the niche is more closer to you. You enjoy working in that niche comparing to the other 2 niches. So whichever that niche is, master it. Okay, that is how you find the perfect niche for you. Okay, so that's how you select the niche. Next question most people ask is, can I have 2 to 3 niches? I am good at 2 to 3 things. The answer is again yes and no. So I will always recommend niching down to one particular niche. But if you are good at it, first master one, become extremely good at it, create a system for it, have a team for it, And once you have figured everything out in that niche, then branch out to the next niche, second niche, and third niche. Okay, unless you become a master in one, don't try to be everywhere and then you end up being nowhere. Okay, so start with one. Once you master it, then spread out to other niches. Okay, then again, one more most common question: which is the most profitable niche? Because if you know which is the most profitable, then we can select that and make more money. Okay, this is a myth. Okay, this is a myth. The internet is full of videos on most profitable niche for digital marketing agencies, most profitable niches for 2020, most profitable niches for 2025, most profitable niches for 2030. All those prediction type videos are all over the internet. Okay, but here is the truth. Assume there is a very profitable niche, but you don't enjoy working in that niche. Then what will happen? It's like marriage, guys. Okay, you might be married to the most beautiful woman or most handsome man in the world, but if you don't enjoy spending time with each other, if you don't strike a conversation often, if you don't enjoy the company, okay, then it won't last, then the marriage won't last, right? Similarly, it's not about how profitable the niche is, it's about, do you have a connection towards that niche? Do you have a liking towards niche? Because end of the day, you have to get results for the clients in that niche. Okay, and you will get results only if you enjoy doing that work. Okay, let's assume you have a niche which is very profitable. You took it, you work for 2 to 3 months, but you don't enjoy the process, so you are not able to get results. If you take money from the client and you're not able to give results, then that's a scam. Okay, and that's the best way to lose money. That's when you fail as a freelancer or you fail as a digital marketing agency. Okay, so it's about asking these two questions. Do you enjoy working in that niche? Okay, second thing is there demand for that niche? If you answer these two questions, no matter what niche you select, if they're answering these two questions, then stick to it, become an expert in it, and you can make a lot of money. Okay, don't go behind that one silver bullet that's going to solve all your problems. Trust me, guys, a niche is not going to solve your problem. Niche is not going to make you more money. Niche will be giving you a framework. End of the day, what makes you money is basically service delivery. How effectively are you able to get results for your clients? Okay, so that is going to be the more important. So niche will give you a framework to work on, or a place in the market to work on. End of the day, you should be extremely good with your marketing skills and get results for your clients. Okay, now lastly, let me end this with an analogy so that it becomes very easy for you to understand the whole concept behind niche selection. Okay, so niche selection is very similar to finding a life partner. Okay, let's assume there is a woman and she wants to find a life partner and she's interested in men. Okay, again, I'm not gender biased, I'm just using this as an example so that it becomes easy for you to understand. Okay, so the woman is interested in a man and she has to choose a man as a life partner. Now, how does she go about finding that life partner? Okay, it can't be that entire world, the men in the entire world is not an option. Okay, it's impossible. So how do you eliminate choices, eliminate options? Okay, so first thing is, let's assume that this woman lives in India and she wants to find a life partner from India, which means all the other countries, men in all the other countries are eliminated from the choice. Okay, now in India, let's assume that she wants to have a life partner, a man who is an engineer. Okay, she's also an engineer and she prefers engineers. Okay, now that eliminates furthermore competition. Okay, then she's left with a small set of not a small set, it will still be a very big subset. Okay, and then she can she has a preference. She wants to have a life partner who is at least 30 years old, or maybe in the age of 30 to 35-year-old. That is the criteria. So then it eliminates a lot more people and she is left with a small subset of people from India, engineer, even that will go in, even in thousands. Now let's, for sake of example, we select 3 people. Okay, there are 3 people left with in this criteria. Now, how does she find the best life partner among the 3 people? Okay, there's no magic that's going to happen that will come and say that this is the best person that you have to spend your rest of your life with. It's not going to happen. Okay, so likewise, don't search the internet to find the best niche for yourself. Okay, the answer here is she has to spend time with those 3 people, meet with them, have a coffee, have a conversation, and spend time with those potential life partners. And whichever person she likes, whichever person she is able to have a connection with, have a good rapport, good bond with, and she enjoys spending time with, they eventually become her life partner, right? Same things happens with your niche. You have to eliminate all the options, finally select 3 niches. Okay, that's my recommendation. Select 3 niches and spend time in those 3 niches. You don't know which one is good, which one is bad. Spend time in those 3 niches. The more time you spend in each of them, you will find a connection towards one of the niches, and whichever among the 3 makes you happy, makes you enjoy doing your work, you choose that niche. Okay, so there is no one answer, one magic answer which is going to find you a niche. It's a process. Okay, so please follow the process that I've listed before, and also spend time in at least 3 of the niches, and then find that one magic niche which you're going to enjoy. Okay, so I hope this video gave you clarity about selecting a niche. If you further have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. Now, if you are someone who wants to become a freelance digital marketer, or you're currently a digital marketing freelancer but want to grow your business and you want to be coached by me, then I have a program. It's called the 6-step formula to become a freelance digital marketing consultant. Be your own boss, work from home, and enjoy doing what you love. Okay, it's a free training. Okay, and in this training you will get all the information regarding digital marketing, freelancing, and how you can grow your business. And all you have to do is just hop onto this link, alphamarketer.in/coaching, and after this training, after this free training, I will be inviting you to a 90-day intense coaching program. Okay, so it's a application only program. It's not for everybody. We want to work with people who are the right fit for the program so that we can get results for them. Okay, so at the end of this free training, there will be an application. Fill in the application, and if you're a right fit for the program, then one of my team members will get in touch with you, and we can work together. We can coach you to become a freelance digital marketer or an agency owner. Okay, so once again, thank you so much for your time. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and until next time, see you. Bye bye.